He's trying not to laugh at me, you guys. Hi, you guys. Welcome back. What's up? If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Stacia. Thank you guys for being here. Today's video is going to be all about the brows. If you want to learn my routine for these sculpted, big, beautiful brows, then keep on watching. Well, oh my goodness. We are close today, you guys. We are getting up close and personal in today's tutorial, you guys, because I really want you to be able to see everything that I'm going to be doing. The main product that we're going to be using is the Anastasia Brow Definer in the shade Ebony, and it looks something like this. It has a spoolie on one end and then you open it up and the product is on the other. I love this product. I've used this for quite some time. I used to use the Anastasia brow pomade, but I just found that this is a lot quicker. And yeah, I've been loving it. So if you guys have not tried any of the Anastasia brow products, you should. So for the first step that I'm going to be doing today is just to sort of brush through my brows and kind of assess the situation. If I have any crazy brow hairs, or if you're doing your eyebrows after you've done your powder products, just getting that excess powder out of your brows, things like that. Also to see if you have any unruly hairs or some that need to be trimmed, I would do that now. For today's video, it looks like I'm in good shape, so, okay, I lied. I kind of got a few crazies, so I'll do that for you guys. So I would just take a small pair of scissors, something like this, just sort of trim the hairs that need to be shortened. Just to sort of clean up the brow. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Brush them all up. I do have a small disclaimer for you guys. I have my eyebrows microbladed. And what that means is, in layman terms, I have my eyebrows tattooed. If any of you out there are curious whether the process of getting your eyebrows microbladed is painful or if it's worth it, my artist was extremely wonderful. I didn't feel any pain at all, but you know, I have a higher pain tolerance than the normal human because I have tattoos, things like that. So if you guys are looking at getting your eyebrows microbladed, the one piece of advice that I can give you is just make sure that you guys do your research. I know that with most artists and most YouTube videos on doing your brows, you'll find that most people will start by brushing them up. We are actually going to do something a little bit different, and we're just rebels, so we're actually going to do the complete opposite, and we are going to start by brushing our brow hairs down. Like so. So after you look super sexy like this, we are going to start off by taking our brow pencil. For me, it is the Anastasia Brow Definer, and we are going to start right here and just going to start outlining our brow. Another great thing about having my eyebrows microbladed is it already gives me somewhat of a guideline. We're not going to start in the front part of our brow either, because we are going to be doing something a little bit different, and if we were to start in the very front, they would end up looking blocky, which nobody wants. So after you outline the top, you should come out with something like this. Fortunately for me, my brows are pretty dense, so I don't have to go underneath the entire brow, but I do like to go under just the tail. So next I will brush them up and just sort of carve out that tail so that it's super sharp, like so. Also, I like to extend the tail of my brow a little bit because in my mind, the bigger the brow, the better. So once we have the outline of our brow done, then I will shade it in. When I'm doing this, I like to turn my pencil on its side and draw in the direction of my brow hairs. So I won't go crazy and go like back and forth like that, because then it has a tendency to get too dark and too harsh. I will do little tiny strokes to mimic the direction of the hair growth. And doing this just gives you more of a natural looking brow, if you will. So I will go like this and just sort of draw it down. And I'll also periodically brush through them. This just sort of softens the pencil and it will look something like this. So next I like to fill in the front part, and for the first step on that I will draw a light line underneath of the front bit of my brow like this. Just using short strokes. Again, just to sort of map out where the brow is. And then I will also fill in any sparse areas at this point. For the front of the brow, I like to, again, mimic the actual hair where it grows. So for the front of my brow, it grows straight up. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We are going to turn our pencil on its side again. And I like to put out a little bit more product for this part. And then from this bottom line that we already drew, we are just going to draw straight up. And sort of gradually drawing those lines at an angle. So once you have something that looks like this, the next product that we are going to be using is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This stuff is a holy grail of mine. This is like one of my, if not, no, I shouldn't say that because I love my Anastasia, but this is a very, very close second brow product. I love this thing. And what it is if you open it up, it is a brow gel, but it also has hair fibers in it. It's super cool. Why did I just say that like that? I'm so strange. You guys, the amount of caffeine that's running through my body right now is unreal. So what I will do is I will take the wand and I will just brush this through the front of my brows. And all that this really does is it helps thicken and define. It also adds fibers to the front of my brows because I hate calling my brows like bushy because I feel like that, I don't know, I just don't like that word, but I like my brows to definitely be bushy. So I will use most of the product throughout the front of the brow and then gradually run it through the tail. So after I've used my brow fiber, normally I don't have to conceal because I will do my brows after I've already put my face on, but for the purpose of today's video, I will show you guys how I'd conceal. For concealer, I prefer a full coverage concealer. So for that today, I'm going to be using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. Another thing that I would like to point out is I don't use the lightest concealer that I have because I found that if I use the lighter color that I use to conceal, say under my eyes or on my chin, my T-zone, things like that, it's a lot more noticeable. So for that, today I am using just a shade medium. I will put a little bit of this product on the back of my hand, and I mean like a little bit because a lot goes a long way. And I am going to be using a small flat definer brush, something like this. So I will take the tiniest bit of concealer and a very, very tiny definer brush. For this, I am using the M508 from Morphe, and I will take the tiniest bit of product. You guys can see that, because we don't want to get in over our heads and have way too much product down there. It's always easier to add product than it is to take it away. I usually like to start in the front of my brow, and I will just use tiny strokes like this to get that product down and then carve it out. Going back in, getting a little bit more product. I really like to focus the concealer on the tail end of the brow because I like that to be the sharpest point. And just sort of pressing that product into the skin with our finger. And that is it, you guys. And if you can see the difference between my brows, yes! All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other bit, and this will be sped up. Ready? Voila! And these are my brows. Now for the last step, if I feel like it's necessary, I will take a clear brow gel. This one is from Makeup Studio, although I do hear really, really great things about the Anastasia brow gel. I hear it's like glue. I haven't tried it, but I hear a lot of other people talk about it. So if you are looking for a brow gel, I mean, you can get this one, but you'd have to go to Amsterdam to get it, so. I would try the Anastasia one, but if I need it, I will just run this through 2/3 of my brow to make sure that they are locked in place all day. Yeah, you guys, that is my current brow routine. Whew, they're loud right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching my tutorial. I know it was quick, but that's exactly what we want, right? Quick and to the point and boom, bam, bam, boom. If you guys are not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, comment down below, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week in my next one. Bye!